The U.S. men's national team just tied El Salvador for the opener of the World Cup qualifying at El Salvador 0-0. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Filippo. Welcome to FuboTV, and this is our 7 Things We Learned series we do every time the U.S. men's national team plays. The following day, we do a video on 7 things we learned. Obviously, as I always say, there's a lot more than 7 things. Comment down below whatever you learned. Trust me and Dustin read through the comments and actually learn a lot from you guys. I learn a lot more from you guys than I learn from the mainstream media. While you're at it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and if you're already subscribed, consider hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Before we start any of the lessons, I just want to make clear one thing. This was not a good result. This was not a good performance. So a lot of the things we learned were more negative than positive. Okay? So before we start, as I said, hit the like button. Let's play the intro. Let's start with lesson number 1. Okay, so lesson number 1 that we learned is it just seems like our A squad can't score out of open play. And hear me out. During Nations League, we did face Mexico and Honduras. Both of those games, against Mexico, we failed to score any time in open play. Now, against Honduras, we did score an open play at a goal from PFOC at the very late to get the goal to win at the semifinals. But it wasn't pretty, and we're not being able to score open play. So in 3 matches right now, Honduras, Mexico, and now El Salvador, we scored 1 goal out of open play. This is not good. Greg needs to figure it out. I don't know. This is the first negative. Let's go to lesson number 2, or maybe sometimes it's not really a lesson. It's more of just a take. Tactical takeaways. Also, no tactics here right now. So lesson number 2 is a little bit tied to number 1, or the takeaway right here. It's maybe we should give red hot Ricardo Pepi some minutes. Look, I know this sounds crazy, but at least put him in off the bench, right? Sargent is just not working out. PFOC is not working out as well. We do need someone that's red hot. Some opportunities were created. Josh Sargent had opportunities to score. He's just not converting it. Maybe Ricardo Pepi would have scored it. Maybe Ricardo Pepi wouldn't have got him. Who knows? We have Pulisic. We have Reina. I wouldn't start Ricardo Pepi right away. Maybe we start PFOC against Canada. We'll see about that. But the kid is red hot in MLS. And I know I thought about it more and more. I think we should throw him in, to be honest. He might get a goal. He might just be a star. Time to play Ricardo Pepi, Greg. We need to try it. Josh is just not working. Lesson number 3, which was quite evident in this game, we've noticed this throughout the summer a few times, not very much on Gold Cup, more Nations League, is that a lot of the players under Greg Berhalter's system, they don't know their role. And what does that lead to? When they don't know their role, you notice that they try just to do things on their own. We've seen this several times from different players. We saw it a lot with Conrad. We saw it a lot with Giovanni Reina. Sometimes with Sargent. Weston McKennie even trying things on his own, which was very odd to see. Serginho Dest. It doesn't seem like the players really know their role and their teammates' roles, so they just try to do things on their own. Which leads to our next lesson, which is a term I saw many use, and my grandfather used to use it a lot, which is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And what do I mean by that? In the national team level, the key to successful tactics is to keep it simple. You don't have enough time with the players that you have in the club level. So you need to keep it simple. And how do you keep it simple? You don't do something overly complex. You use the main players, the players you want to use, on similar roles that they play for their club. What do I mean by that as well? Giovanni Reina has been practicing and playing as an 8 at Dortmund. Why don't you play him as an 8? Why do you play him on the wing? We put Leggett, we put Acosta, we put Brendan Harrison all at the 8. Why is Reina not playing in the 8? Why is Serginho Dest playing as a left back? He's a right back. Why is he in the left back? Brendan Harrison plays as a 10 and as a false 9 at RB Salzburg. Why is he being played as an 8? So those things have to be questioned. So keep it simple. That's how successful national team tactics work. You can look at Spain back early in the decade. You can look at Italy now in the Euros. The coach is playing a system similar to the club level of the players. Simple as that. That's just another take. Let's go to the next lesson. Now, lesson number 5 is, well, something that we kinda saw it coming because of the Nations League performances, and now it seemed like a confirmation. Serginho Dest, I don't know, this guy might just struggle in CONCACAF. I don't know if it's the attitude. I don't know if it's him playing out of position. I just don't know. Serginho Dest just hasn't been good for the US men's national team in Nations League, and once again, he was not good. Now, I'm not quitting on Serginho Dest, just something has to be done. Trying to dribble off the back and losing the ball a few times, bad attitude, not covering, lazy on defense. I just, like, with this attitude, it's just not going to work in CONCACAF. That's all I'm going to say for Dest, as talented as you are. Plus, Greg, play him as a right back or right wing back. He's not a left back or left wing. Why did you bring Robinson and Bell? And I know, guys, it seems like I'm complaining a lot in this video, but all of these problems were seen throughout the summer, and they came to show now in World Cup qualifying where it's a different beast. So I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit too negative in this video. I'll probably be more positive after we defeat Canada, which we absolutely will defeat Canada. So there you are, positive Philippe right there. Hit the like button for that, guys. Sorry if I'm being negative. Just don't worry, be happy. We're gonna qualify the World Cup. We will qualify. I guarantee it. You can save this clip. Lesson number 6 is something we all already knew. Well, at least most of us. Some don't think that. Matt Turner can't play with his feet. So the confirmation here wasn't really in regards to Matt Turner. We learned that Greg Berhalter knows that as well. Just by the way he played. He didn't want us playing out of the back because of Matt Turner. And he also, we could see the players avoiding passing it back to Turner. He even had a bad touch and conceded a corner to El Salvador at one point. So the lesson here is that Greg Berhalter is aware of that. And I think tactically, he did it correct in regards to what his goalkeeper can offer. Now, shot stopping, Matt Turner is absolutely fantastic. And he had a great game as well. Lesson number 7 is that it's gonna be a bumpy ride. And look, the whole it's CONCACAF away match is BS. In the 2000s, our teams were scrappy, they lacked talent, and well, during that time, we had to grind it out. Now, this team is talented, and the fan base has to raise their standards. We can't just grind it out every time. We need to start outplaying our opponents, and that's what Greg promised us. Disorganize the opponents with the ball. We haven't seen it yet, and I know it's away. I know the field wasn't the best, but we need to start to do that. We need to start dominating our opponents. And look, don't buy into this thing saying it's CONCACAF. Trust me, we can do it, and we will do it. But this is a little bit off topic from this lesson. The lesson is it's a bumpy ride. So look, guys, with Greg on the wheel, put on your seatbelt. It's going to be a bumpy ride. All right, guys, that's all I have to say on that one. That's lesson number 7. Hopefully by now you commented what you learned in US Men's National Team 0, El Salvador 0 for World Cup qualifying. Alright guys, that does it for this video. I'm recording at like 2 or 3 a.m. after the game. I'm gonna go get some rest. Hit the like button for that, for all the support. Also thank Dustin for editing this very late in Germany. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Canada on Sunday, which we will be doing a live watch along. We will be doing a preview here in the channel as well. Sleep tight everyone. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but we're gonna make it to Qatar in 2022. Have a great day.